Alright guys, I guess it's better late than ever. Today we are doing my July no-buy recap. Welcome back, I'm Shannon, and this is the Wanderluster, where each week we tackle topics that will help spark your sense of adventure so you can live an amazing life on your own terms. Today is going to be my July recap, which is kind of exciting that I've already done 6 of these. This is my 7th recap video because there are 7 months that have happened already in my no-buy year. And in case you haven't been following along on my channel, each and every month for the year that I'm going without shopping, I record a recap video, which I talk about all of my temptations or things that I normally would have bought without thinking had I not been on my no-buy year. I talk about some of my notable purchases or experiences or things I spent money on, and I conclude each video with some of my learning. So today we're going to get right into it. Alright, so this being the 7th month of my no-buy year, which is exciting, it also was my birthday month, which is very exciting. I turned 33 in the month of July, and even though this video is a little bit late in going up, I had a wonderful month in July, and August is already like flying by, so summer will be done before we know it. I had an amazing birthday month. I got to celebrate it with some wonderful people. We had a wonderful happy hour with some of my coworkers. I received a butt ton of cards this year, some of which came from my recipient's family. If you haven't seen my other videos, I donated a kidney at the end of May of this year, and I have to say that this was the first year in a very long time I cried on my birthday. Let me just be completely transparent about that. I got to go to a happy hour after work, and I had a couple drinks. One of my good guy friends took me out for Manhattans after that. I had another cocktail, which is, the first Manhattan I've had in a very long time, and we had some heart-to-heart conversations and things like that. And I got home after all of the love and attention, and I got more text messages from my recipient, and every one of his children, of his 4 kids, sent me text messages throughout the day. And I have to say, as I was reading through all of it and opening all the cards and getting all of the attention, that Manhattan, I guess, kicked in real hard, and your girl had a bit of a power hour of just tears and happy tears and feeling overwhelmed. And it was wonderful. I can't say that I've had such a heart-melting, just like, oh my gosh, too many feels birthday. I haven't had something like that happen in a long time, but it was the best way to cry on your birthday, and I couldn't have had it any other way because it was amazing. Alright, so that all being said, getting into the same format that I do every other month, we're going to start with my July temptations of things that I almost would have spent money on, or that I really wanted to spend money on, or conversely, things that I just mindlessly would have spent money on without having the rules of my no-buy year in place. So, as you know, I can't buy anything that isn't essential to my survival, meaning food or gifts for other people. If I use something up to completion, I can replace it, but otherwise there is no excuse, and I can't buy any of those little impulses at the dollar spot at Target. I can't buy anything like home decor or anything fun like that just because. I can't do even those little tiny purchases of like a throw pillow or a new lip gloss or anything like that. I can't do it for the entire year. That all being said, what made it on my temptations list for the month of July? Well, the first thing happened the first day of the month. I was actually at Walmart picking up some stuff for the Airbnb listing I have. I needed to get some new sheets and some new decor items to put in the room, some, organizational baskets, stuff like that, which are justified within the realm of my no-buy year. Anything that's business related, that's usually the only reason why I go to Walmart or Target these days, is because I have to get like new towels or something because, the previous guest messed them up or whatever. But I was actually I was in Walmart, and I saw these really kitschy, stupid alligator planners. Yeah, they were $3.98, and they were so ugly, they were cute, and I was like, oh, this would be so cute on my back porch, it's only $3.98, it's fine. They came in like fun colors, and they had fake succulents in them, or I thought maybe I could put them on the front. Yeah, and the funny thing is about these alligator planners, I thought they were super, super cute, and they were only like $4 when I saw them, but now, a couple weeks later, I'm actually really glad I didn't buy them, because as much as I love kitschy, cute, and colorful, I would have regretted this purchase, and it would have been $4, or I probably would have bought 2, so it would have been like $8 that I would have spent that I didn't need to spend. And looking back a couple weeks later, I'm not as in love with them now as I was a few weeks ago because they just were so stupid, funny, cute. And I mean, if that's anything you can glean from a no-buy year, is that this will happen where you're just, wow, I'm really glad I took a photo and walked from it as opposed to spending my hard-earned money. All right, next one. Instagram strikes again. This particular item was a bubblegum flower pot. It was cute. I saw it on Instagram. It was $56 and it comes in different colors. There's a little girl blowing bubblegum, and there was one with like cat ears and one with bunny ears, and it was super cute, and it comes in like black and white and I think pink. And I was like, oh, this is so cute. I could put more plants. Like I wish I could show you how many plants I have in this house. It's bananas. But I was like, oh, I really like this. This is cute. I want it. And yeah, had I not had the constraints of my no-buy year, that would have gone in my cart, and that would have been $56 I would have spent. But you have to admit, for a vase thingy, it's pretty darn cute. But you know, it'll still be there when I get back, and that's why I keep a record of everything that tempted me. So I can either A, look back and be like, girl, you were foolish, or B, hey, that's actually still really cute and I still really want it, and I can come back to it later. But man, the no-buy year, it's really curbing my impulse purchases this month. My goodness. All right, these next two items were both while I was out shopping for groceries. These items were on two separate trips. The first thing was a Queen V bubble bath, which I was picking up some like feminine hygiene products or whatever I was doing in that aisle. And I was like, ooh, bubble bath. And this bubble bath was only $5.48, which is nothing to break the bank, which I think you'll sense a theme here, right? No one purchase is ever going to break your bank. It's the culmination of a lot of really bad small purchases. But I don't need bubble bath. I have body wash that can double as a bubble bath, and even though this smelled really, really yummy and it looked really, really cute, and it was only like $5.48, I normally would have put that in my cart, but I didn't this month because I have body wash I can use and I have to use it up before I replace it. Cool. The next thing I have on my list is actually Mr. Bubbles. Do you remember Mr. Bubbles as a kid? I do. I definitely do. And this bubble bath was even cheaper. It was only $2.27 at my local H-E-B. I think the next week after I saw the first bubble bath, I went back for more groceries and saw this one and was like, oh, I remember Mr. Bubble from when I was a kid. It smells so good. But again, couldn't justify that purchase, so I had to put it back. But yeah, it's funny. That only would have been like $7 or $8, but it would have been more clutter in my life. And I'm really starting to see 7 months later how much those little purchases do add up. We'll get to my grand total at the end of this. I have a couple more items on my list, but it doesn't seem like a lot. But when you look back at all of your shopping for the month, you kind of wonder where it went. And little things like this illuminate for me exactly. I know exactly where it would have went had I spent that money. So Mr. Bubbles, someday I will get your $2.27 worth of goodness, but not this month until I'm out of body wash. All right, of course, more beauty stuff. Man, one thing I absolutely love, I have a clawfoot tub in my bathroom right behind me, and it is amazing, but I love bath bombs. I freaking love them. And do you know who makes the best bath bombs? Lush. Is there anyone else that can even compare? The answer to that, my friend, is no. Nobody makes bath bombs better than Lush. I will bet my paycheck on it. I will bet the farm on it. Lush makes the best and most gorgeous bath bombs. They are worth every penny, but they are very expensive. And I have to say that I was just hankering for a purchase. It's not that I was triggered when I was thinking, man, I really want some more Lush bath bombs. I think probably because it was my birthday in July, and usually every year somebody buys me Lush bath bombs because they know I'm bananas crazy for them. And so it was just top of mind where I was like, man, I really want some bath bombs because it's been a while. I love their products and things like that. And I actually didn't get any for my birthday this year. You know, I got plenty of other wonderful things, including this gorgeous air plant that my bestie made for me. I love you, Whitney. You're the best. But I got some other wonderful and heartfelt sweet gifts, but I didn't get any bath bombs this year. So of course I was like, man, I really want bath bombs. And that would have been a case for me to go on the interwebs and buy myself a birthday gift. Like, girl, get yourself something. It's your birthday. It's fine. But I easily would have spent $60 at Lush, like easy, like either going in store or buying it online to like justify the trip or the purchase. But yeah, like you don't go to Lush and buy a bath bomb. You get like the whole freaking set. Like, and they're easily $65 or more. I think I easily would have spent $65. So, and I think that might be around, I don't know if they still do free shipping or whatever, but I would have spent that much money just as a treat yourself birthday gift. Yeah, not great. Instead of buying Lush, I actually went and got my nails done. Instead, I got a mani-pedi and treated myself that way for my birthday. So I did spend money for myself, but I couldn't justify bath bombs because I have body wash, and I'm pretty sure I still have bath salts and other things that will do the job just fine. But man, $65 definitely would have literally gone down the drain had I been able to shop unchecked. So All right, the last thing on my list, of course, lip colors never seem to not be on my list. Every month I'm just like, man, I really want lip colors. And I'm excited, not to spoil anything for August, but I finally worked my way through two lipsticks that I had for way too long. But this collection from Cheekbone Beauty, I saw on Instagram and was like, they're an indigenous owned beauty line and they make gorgeous products. I believe they're based out of Canada. And of course, their lip glosses and lip colors are not exorbitantly priced. They are on the higher end of things, and I'm totally willing to pay that for a woman-owned business. Totally fine. But I know myself, and after I saw this line, I was like, well, I have to justify the purchase, right? Oh, and shipping over $99 is free. So, of course, how often am I going to buy lip glosses and lip colors? I know for a fact, had I not been on this no-buy year, especially justifying it with my birthday, I would have spent $99 at Cheekbone Beauty in order to qualify for free shipping. I know myself, you know yourself, you probably do the same thing too, of like, oh, well, I don't shop here very often and I want to get free shipping at like Bath & Body Works or whatever. Okay, I was only going to get one or two things, but I'll get $75 or $99 to qualify for free shipping. Like, we know how that game is played. We know how it goes. So had I not been on my no-buy year, I easily would have spent $99 plus tax in order to qualify for shipping. But the colors are just absolutely gorgeous. I definitely want some Cheekbone Beauty in my life. I do. But for right now, I can't justify it. I would really, of course, like I've said every month under the sun, I would love a berry color. I would love kind of like maybe a neutral or like a really, really pink, like a bubblegum pink or something fun. But until I'm done with all my lip colors, even though I'm super psyched, I got 2 knocked out this month. I just can't justify any more purchases, but Cheekbone Beauty, if you want to support Indigenous women or women-owned beauty or small batch beauty, I would highly recommend you check them out because their stuff looks really good. And now that I've done this no-buy year and I know how long it takes me to work through a product, I would rather buy one lip color that I know is amazing and supports the right type of business than, even if it's like $12 or $15 for a lip color, as opposed to getting 3 or 4 I'm not as in love with at like Target and I know it's going to some like CEO big company, not a big deal. I would rather put my dollars and get one color that I absolutely adore as opposed to 3 or 5 because now that I'm really focusing on having less, I want to nail it right the first time and make sure my dollars go to the right place. So when I can buy, I know Cheekbone Beauty, I'm coming for you and I'm going to be buying some of your lip colors. So really excited for that day to get here. Few more months. All right, so what is my total for July? This came to a whopping $231 and I think 73 cents, which doesn't sound like a lot. It's not as much as months past, especially the month where I was recovering from surgery of June, where that was a lot of coin I would have spent because I was in bed all month, just looking at the interwebs and trying not to spend my cash. But $231, that's what I would have spent this month on just, like I said, either like little purchases at the grocery store I wasn't thinking about or bigger purchases that I would have made to justify shipping, like $99 on lip colors. Yeah, $231. Not too shabby. And as I've mentioned in previous videos, I invest that money. So I'm really trying to max out my 401k at work. I max out my Roth IRA. And that means that I have to be very mindful of my dollars because I'm 33 now. And you're supposed to, I think by 35, you're supposed to have like double your salary in retirement. And I'm not there yet. So every penny, even if it's just $231, is going to go to my future. And I think that is money well saved. All right, notable purchases for July. Yes. So, notable purchases. Well, I didn't really do much shopping this month, really. I donated to some good causes. One that I do want to mention to you is something very, very special. I was scrolling on Facebook, as I typically do, because I work in social media for a living, and I came across a GoFundMe for an amazing woman that I want to tell you about. People laud me pretty regularly for donating a kidney, but I came across this young woman who's a police officer, and she donated a portion of her liver because you can only donate a lobe of your liver. You don't donate the whole thing. She donated a lobe of her liver to a child who needed it, and then found out that that child didn't have enough money. The family was struggling to pay the medical bills for this child to get healthy. So she is now doing a GoFundMe to pay for that child's medical care. Let that sink in. She's a police officer in her day job, so she's serving her community. She donates her liver to a child. And then now she's fundraising, and she literally, there's a photo of her. She stood outside with a sign to like try and get people to donate. And so I donated some money to that. I donated some money to some other GoFundMes this month. A friend of mine was doing a fundraiser for her child, and I donated to that as well. But I just it blows my mind, the generosity and tenacity of the human spirit. And this woman is doing amazing things. And so if you would also if you're called to donate, I will put the link below so you can help this woman. I forget how much she's raising, but I believe as of this recording, she's about halfway there. So every $5, $10, whatever you can spare, that blew my mind so much that I just had to donate immediately. So that was one of my notable purchases, and round of applause for her and all the other organ donors out there. It's added such richness to my life, and anyway, that was one of my notable purchases for the month of July. The next two things aren't really notable purchases, but I am kind of happy to share. In the vein of, delayed gratification, I'm happy to say that I finally got my stuffed kidney. Yes, you probably saw me talk about this on Instagram stories, but it's been in some of my recap videos several times. But my recipient and his family sent me my stuffed kidney that I've been wanting since I announced I was going to be an organ donor. I've actually wanted the stuffed kidney for 7 months and then got it. So thanks, Chris. You're the best. Thanks, Chris's family. Also the best, because that was such a wonderful, wonderful surprise, and it had been on my no-buy-year wish list forevers. And then I also got from my boss, she got me another thing that was on my no-buy-year list was the unicorn floaty from Target that I saw. Yes, she did. She knocked it out of the park, and I have to say how spoiled I was on my birthday that I got those two things that I had been lusting over for so long. And so it was just a nice thing that happened. I have all these things on my list, and I'm always just so touched when somebody looks at the list and is here, she wants this lip color, I will get it for her. Or, a stuffed kidney or an inflatable unicorn. So I have to say, I felt very spoiled this month. And like I mentioned earlier, I got some cute air plants from my bestie, and I got many other wonderful gifts and cards that I can't even showcase on this video, but I didn't actually buy that money, God bless me. I actually didn't spend that money, but I was freaking spoiled this month between getting people buying me drinks, people sending me cards, people buying me things for my wish list, and also people handcrafting goodies for me and some of the other things I received. So anyone who sent me something for my birthday, I hope you know how truly loved I felt this month, and holy crap, it was just over. I literally cried, as I told you earlier, so you can just tell where my mental state's at. So much attention, so much love. You broke me in the best way possible, so thank you. Alright guys, so we're going to get directly into my July learnings. What did I learn from the month of July for my no-buy-year? Well, first things first. I've been doing this no-buy-year for now 7 months, and sometimes I'm still a little bit surprised at how tempted I am. Despite the fact that I have 7 months under my belt, I still succumb to the need to just kill time shopping. I kind of thought I would be a little bit further along, or I wouldn't get bored, but sometimes literally it's this yearning, this need inside of me, but I recognize it now. Before, I would just be on autopilot and go to the store. Now I recognize it, and I think I'm sometimes still a little taken aback with how often it happens. Usually, I get a little bit frustrated when I go to my closet and I see the same items I've been wearing for 7 months. I go to my makeup and I see the same lipstick that I'm working through, that I have been working through forever. I get a little bit bored when it's all the same things. It gets monotonous. I guess that's what I'm trying to say, is that the monotony of, I know exactly what I'm going to wear. There's no surprises. I can't go to the store, and if I'm dissatisfied, I can't fix it. Same or opposite side of that same coin. On the other hand, even though I have those moments where I'm wow, why am I not totally zen yet and totally over this yet? I also, on the same hand, on the other hand, I feel that I get a lot of satisfaction finally feeling in control of what's in my space. So even though I get bored, I know what fits. Everything in my closet fits me. I like everything that's there, and even though, yes, it feels kind of boring going over and over again, I know all the lipsticks that I do have. I feel satisfied when I work through them and I complete them. I know the dresses that I have, like the one I'm wearing today, I know it fits me and I like it, and I'm not ashamed that I bought a bunch of crap I don't need. I do get bored and wish I sometimes could just, be spontaneous and buy whatever I want. I really wish sometimes, but I also like the progress I've made, and I feel like control and peace and calm when I look at what I have, because I finally feel that what is in my life is manageable. And I kind of like the format that I have, where I have everything on a list, and if there's anything I want, I know I can come back to it later, and I don't feel that need to consume quickly. Like, the patience that I feel now feels really satisfying. But I would say sometimes I am kind of annoyed at myself because I get bored with the monotony of it, but it's really not that big of a deal. I just kind of think I thought I'd be like less triggered by now, but it still happens, and I'm still human. So learning for July is I'm going places, but I'm just not there yet. And really, my second learning for July, other than the fact that I was completely overwhelmed in the best way possible for my birthday, and how humbled and loved and just great I feel, is just how much I really need to start making habits in my life. Like, now that I'm clearing through the clutter, I'm still, and I've talked about this in previous recaps and previous videos, I don't know where I want to head next. But I've had to sit in this stillness of not buying anything for so long that now I'm like, okay, girl, you need to figure out what you want to put back in your life other than shopping. Like, shopping's a no-go, like, clearly. But I get a lot of joy from going, I'm not quite at a health level because of the kidney donation yet, where I can go running or hiking, really like intense exercise yet, but I do get a lot of satisfaction of going to the lake that's near my house and going for a walk with my headphones on. There's plenty of families out, lots of ducks and geese. I can watch the sunset, and it's really just satisfying for me. I get kind of sweaty because it's hot, and I feel like I'm getting the right amount of workout for me, and it's caused me to pause and wonder, what else do I need to bring back into my life? I've changed so much this year, but should I be reading more? Should I be cooking more meals? Should I be, cutting back on the dates at the bar? Like, what do I need to be mindful of in my life now that I've kind of calmed my life down from just chasing, things and chasing stimulus at the stores? What do I want to bring back in my life, and who do I want to become? I honestly don't have an answer for that question yet. I just turned 33 years old. I'm single. Where am I headed? What am I doing? Things, luckily, in my life have settled down significantly, and I'm kind of in a rhythm, but I'm still not really there yet either in terms of what do I want to bring back in my life, what do I stand for, and where am I going? So for full transparency, it's something that I'm starting to feel okay with. I got the kidney out of the way. I got that big life change milestone out of my life, got it done, and now it's like, okay, what next? And it's July, and I still don't have an answer to that question, but I'm hoping with some more walks, some more hikes, some more meditation, getting back into my yoga practice, that I will start to bring habits back into my life that really build me up and keep me healthy emotionally and physically, because I think that's where I need to head next. And then I can decide, what am I looking for in a partner? Where do I see my career headed? What do I feel about my life in Texas? What about family? Do I want to have kids? Like, I need to start asking hard questions, and I've been really reticent to do that, but I think it's coming to a point now as we're heading into August and beyond, of like, who is the woman I want to be now? I can't hide behind the distractions of shopping, and I can't hide behind, going through kidney donation surgery anymore. There's no excuse for me to not take a good hard look at the woman I am, minute by minute, dollar by dollar, day by day, and decide, is this the woman I want to be, and who am I becoming? So, long ramble on that front, but it's been rattling around in my head, and wanted to share with you that, like, I've cleared out a lot of clutter in my life, both in my budget and in my time with shopping, and now I have to take a good hard look at myself, and I'm not really sure what I'm going to find when I really take that look. So just wanted to share that with you. Well, all right, guys. That's it for this video. July is officially in the bag. I had an amazing birthday month, and I really want to thank all of you for watching these videos and for commenting on them. I hope you know that even though my videos have been a little bit late lately, because birthday, dating, work has been insane, and also I'm just, the literal worst at doing this sometimes. I just hope you know that every time I upload and I see some of you that leave comments regularly, I hope you know how much it means to me. And hearing, like I say every month, when I hear other people that are doing this, especially after a life change or doing something really big and taking those hard looks at themselves as well, like, I'm so inspired by that, because I feel like I'm in a special community, and that is pretty cool. And yeah, I guess that's it for my July recap. I guess that's it. That's it in a nutshell. But again, guys, thank you so much for tuning into these videos and for spending your time with me. Please let me know if I can be a resource for you in the future, or if you have questions that I can help you tackle as you go down a similar journey of your own. So yeah, that's it. All right, guys, until next time, stay beautiful, stay sparked. I love you, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.